If any fans want to do it, let us know in the comments. We could have a fan dynasty league. That'd be fun.
Dynasty.
I think we probably have about 32 fans. So
I feel
We
like
get
it'd
the
be
perfect amount.
unreliable to get the buy-ins.
but so Jake, would you do it?
I would take some convincing, but I wouldn't completely rule myself out.
What if there's no buy-in, but any transaction you make, you have to use real money?
That would make me even less wanting to do it, because then my poor decisions would directly relate into how literally poor I am.
What if it was just a Dogecoin league?
Yeah, what if it was all
Yeah.
Well, if it's a Dogecoin league, then 30 years from now, I'm going to say, God damn it, I got the squeaky tart with 3 Dogecoin. That'd be worth $300,000 right now.
In 30 years, Jasqueaky Tart's going to be like
No, I'm saying now. I wasted it now.
doing something silly because of CTE. But either way, we'll figure out the dynasty later. Welcome to Bro Football Focus in the off season. I'm Hunter. With me, as always, is Jake and Austin, and our special guest. Haven't had one in a while. It's Huffy.
Hola.
Actually, we have
my
Trench
God.
was just here.
Yeah, was that the last one we did? Was Trench?
I think that was 2 ago.
Yeah, it was 2 ago.
Yeah, but either way, Trench is not easily forgotten. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, Huffy, welcome. Do you want to recap all the fans on what you've been up to since you've been on last? I know you lead an interesting and exciting life.
It is pretty straightforward. It is work and school, and then you can rewind that and play that again, because that is my day over and over.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
how was the
Yeah.
new college? Is it cooler than Edinburgh?
I have 2 classes left, and I'm moving in like 2 months, so I will let you know how the campus is when I
To
get
the
down
Floridas.
there. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Down to Tallahassee.
Jesus.
Yeah,
You're just going to be draining your balls left and right down there.
I'm very excited because the Doak Stadium is going to be full, and I'm just so excited to go to.
You say the
FSU
Doge
game.
Stadium?
The Doak.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah,
like,
but it's
damn,
just
they already
good.
bought the Doge Stadium?
Oh yeah, no, they're on the
Some
up and
people
up. They know
say-
what's going on.
Tallahassee is the Erie of Florida, but I heard that on the Travel Channel once. So the first thing up for business, I thought of a really clever title for it. I said Julio No, because I feel like this was the last possible destination any of us wanted Julio to go to.
I mean, mainly
Um,
you because you're a Jags fan, but
Well, in you because it wasn't the Bills, and Jake because it wasn't the Patriots.
Yeah.
yeah. But at least we don't have to deal with them in the division.
Urban Meyer said he wasn't stoked on it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either if I was Urban. Did you see the new footage of him at training camp that came out?
Of Tim Tebow or Julio?
Julio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
He's
number
looking
2
big.
on.
He's looking swole. He's got the number 2.
You'll have to drop me that
Is-
link so I can put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
take a-
and
I'll look
he'll
it up.
probably get injured in 2 weeks.
Unlikely.
He's 35.
He's 32.
35. He said he feels younger than he's ever been.
Yeah.
He's 32.
They said Tim Tebow looks like he's 18.
And see, that's interesting because
Yeah.
he doesn't feel younger than he is. He feels younger than he's ever been. So he literally feels like he's
Wow.
0. That is
Julio?
crazy.
He's a
Feels like
baby.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, Hunter. Tim Tebow has always been a hot sack of garbage in the NFL. Julio
He beat the Steelers in the playoffs.
Julio is a first ballot Hall of Famer who has never had a bad season.
Julio's never even won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but he did all the
Or
work
did
to
Dan
win a
Marino.
Super Bowl, and then
Yeah,
Matt
Dan Marino
Gase
sucks.
just
Everybody knows
did
that.
it down the toilet.
I don't know about that.
And
All I
tweak
know
it
is I
to make it
have to
good.
be a Julio hater now, and that kind of stinks.
I mean, you don't have to be. You can
Yeah,
just
you can.
be an in the closet Julio guy.
No, you can't, Jake. I don't know if you realize it, but I have to rep what I rep, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's
But-
fair.
So what did
For
Julio get
15.3
traded
million.
for? The Falcons get a 22 second rounder and a 2023 fourth rounder. The Titans get Julio in a 6th. So pretty sick.
Yeah,
There's a lot
that's
of
definitely a good
rumors
trade.
that there was a team that was going to throw in a late first, but those rumors definitely subsided as like this grew on further and further.
I think a lot of people came out and said that was also fake news. That was like a
Mm.
smoke. I think anytime a team's trying to trade someone, they release a little bit of fake news. Saying,
Mm.
oh, yeah,
Yeah.
they're getting first round offers.
We got 7 different offers on the table right now.
If someone's willing to offer a first, second, and third for the next 3 years, just saying. So if you want it, you got to beat that. I'm just saying.
Who do you think got the better deal? Atlanta
The
trading.
Titans for sure.
The Titans.
Hey, can you guys let me finish the question, please? Because you would have just gotten an F on the test if this was graded.
Well, that
Wow.
sounds like a bad teacher.
Yeah.
Not really, because you didn't
Sounds like a
answer
bad
the
educational
question.
system
Yeah.
built for students to fail.
Needs
listen to the
revamping.
question. Who got the better deal? The Falcons trading Julio away, or the Texans trading DeAndre Hopkins away?
The Texans. What'd the Texans get? Second rounder?
And David Johnson?
And they gave up
David
Nuke.
Johansen. Man, but I feel like once the Texans traded away DeAndre, that put a lot of stress on our boy Deshaun Watson. He had to get that stress relieved,
True.
and I feel like that got them into trouble later on down the road.
It was
I
a
don't
trick
really
question.
see that happening with Matty Ice.
It was a trick question. DeAndre Hopkins was 25. Julio Jones is like 33. Falcons had nothing to lose. So
Yeah, but look
I
how
mean, they
long
had
Jerry
Julio
Rice
Jones to
played
lose.
for.
well, no, but what? I'm saying that the Texans gave away like a huge property for basically nothing. The Falcons gave away an old dude for something.
Yeah. Or nothing.
Not that
Yeah.
Julio isn't still really good, but DeAndre
At
Hopkins.
least you know that Julio's good.
All right, but Julio is 32 years old, and you're just an age bias guy. I feel like Julio at 32 runs faster than DeAndre Hopkins ever has or will.
He might run faster, but the Cardinals are going to have DeAndre Hopkins for at least 5 more years. Julio's going to be in the league for like 3 more years.
You don't know
Let's see.
that.
Tom Brady is 43.
Tom Brady's a
So-
quarterback.
And Julio Jones is a receiver. Quit position shaming.
All right, but you're saying that the Cardinals will have him in a couple years, but I mean, people are just flopping teams left and right now. You just get your guys, you load up for a year or two, try to get that Super Bowl in,
That's what it's about.
and then deal with it later. Deal with it.
And the
when it
Tennessee
comes.
Titans have a stacked offense. Like since 2019, they have the most offensive touchdowns out of any team in the league. And you just added freaking Julio Jones for Ryan Tannehill. That's just going to open up your offense so much more for Derrick Henry to just
Their
no one's going to be in
problem
the box.
really isn't the offense, though.
All right, but stinky Corey Davis had 984 yards and 5 touchdowns last year, opposite of AJ Brown. You put Julio opposite of AJ Brown, I think he's gonna do well.
And I'm not saying you won't. I'm just saying I think the Falcons got a better deal than the Texans.
I would agree with that.
I don't think the Falcons are doing anything anytime soon. I think the Titans here might.
I
knock
said
out
the
Falcons.
Texans.
I don't think the Texans are gonna do anything either.
I said I think the Falcons got a better deal than the Texans. I don't know what you're arguing with me about.
Who's the
I mean-
Texans quarterback? Is it Tyrod Taylor?
It's Deshaun Watson, Huffy.
Right, but he's clearly in a bit of a bind right now. Is it?
Yeah.
Tyrod
I haven't
Taylor
heard
and
anything
Nick
about that
Foles?
in a while.
Yeah, I think he's
Yeah,
trying
I
to
don't
keep his
think-
head down.
I think he's out of the bind.
You haven't seen him slinging it at OTAs to David
Yeah,
Johnson?
and he got pretty criticized for that.
The Texans canceled
doing
their
his job?
OTAs because they canceled their OTAs because I think
Doing
if,
it, jerk.
if Deshaun missed it, he would have owed like hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I think they're giving him more time to come crawling on back to Papa.
Hmm.
If you know what I'm saying.
Speaking of OTAs, Aaron Rodgers is skipping those. He doesn't care about losing money. And apparently Jordan Love is looking really bad in practice.
Did you
Oh,
see what he did
that's just-
today? Because he had a fantastic day today. A real rebound from his first day in OTAs, which were apparently super rough.
You
The
were
whole
watching
day
the
was
footage?
fantastic. What was the stat line?
Apparently, the coaches were fanning him because he was so on fire.
But what was his stat line?
Wow.
I do not know his stat line offhand for his second day of OTAs.
I mean, are you sure he wasn't actually on fire in some sort of like fuel accident? And like, we were fanning him, he was on fire.
The fire
it was just-
department was spraying him down with the hose.
Like, that's how hot this kid is. He is
Spraying him down with the hose.
like, that's how hot this kid is. He is on fire. It's like,
Oh,
no, you guys
man.
really read into that one.
I mean,
But yeah, I mean, him doing bad just gives Aaron Rodgers even more, pull and I'll do whatever the fuck I want to do. What, are you gonna fucking go with this chump?
yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers has all the money in the world. He's dating the superstar.
Yeah. Wait till Diversion 4 comes out starring Aaron Rodgers.
Oh wow. Wait
Jeopardy
till he's
money.
hosting Jeopardy.
Well,
And
so
both?
funny thing. I don't think he will be hosting Jeopardy because Ken Jennings has the best host ratings.
Oh.
Aaron Rodgers is like third by a wide margin.
Who's Ken Jennings? That sounds familiar.
Ken Jennings is the most winning contestant of Jeopardy of all time.
Oh,
Are you
okay.
guys not Jeopardy heads?
Like
No, I mean, the
60
name
shows in a
sounded
row.
familiar. Yeah, I'm more of a let's make a deal kind of guy.
Ooh, I just have a lot of respect for you, but you do like clues. Kinda.
No, I do not like let's make a deal. Even the slightest bit.
But do you like Clue?
Clue? Like the game or the movie? Or both?
The game.
Oh, I love Clue.
I know. Clue sucks. Nobody likes Clue.
Yeah, Clue is awesome.
Why don't you
No,
like Let's Make
no-
a Deal?
Why don't I like Let's Make a Deal?
Wayne Brady was hosting that.
I mean, because I
think
feel like whenever trust me, I like Wayne Brady. That's the only part of Let's Make a Deal that I like.
Okay.
So the reason why I don't like Let's Make a Deal is because it's such an outrageous show with absolutely no point. I feel that it literally is the parody or like idiocracy version of like dumb game shows. Like if someone was trying to make a joke show about it, it would literally be Let's Make a Deal because everyone's dressed like dum-dums and the games are stupid and everything
you want
sucks.
Wayne Brady to pick you.
But it's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Do you
How do you
not
feel
like-
about Deal or No Deal?
Also my
like
grandparents
songs?
watch it like there's literally no other show ever made in history.
So
Every
there's some
time I go in
childhood
there-
trauma.
Not even childhood. It's just anytime I walk in, I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? And then it's just like, all right, so you're gonna pick door number 2 or door number 3. Hopefully it's not a donkey or whatever they call it.
Huh.
It's this or
Song.
Judge Joe Brown.
Either way, this isn't the GSN podcast. So
Yeah. Oh, that's a podcast I want to be on. The GSN. I fucking love the Game Show Network. Chain Reaction.
do you like lingo?
Yeah, Lingo's awesome.
All right. Well, like I said, it's not bad. So, yeah, Packers in trouble. Hopefully, Aaron Rodgers come back. Maybe he'll go somewhere else. Who knows? I don't know. He's not happy. But
I think he's
Austin,
got him by the balls.
I believe you shared this tweet flurry from James Palmer. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, old James P here says that Tommy B had surgery 15 weeks ago and that his knee had bothered him since last April to May and needed to be done. He said he spent a lot of time maintaining it this year to get through the season, and between now and then he can solely focus on his rehab. And then Tom Brady also
That's
went on to
insane.
say, I feel I'll be able to do some different things this year that I wasn't able to do last year. So I think we'll see
So you
Tom
run a
Brady.
4.40.
I think we'll see some more rushing yards, some more red zone, just QB draws maybe.
So you're telling me Tom Brady won the damn Super Bowl on no knee?
I
See,
mean,
That's what I'm saying. How can you say, I just feel like I can do some stuff I wasn't able to? You did it. You did the one thing everybody is set out to do. Like you fucking did it. And he's like, I don't
Could
really
have
feel
done
too
more.
good.
had he had
Like,
his
yeah,
knee.
there was like a lot of stuff that I was like, well, this would be really sweet, but I just had to settle for winning the Super Bowl.
He
Like,
also participated in the Super Bowl boat parade with a fucked up knee.
oh, maybe that's what he's talking about.
And he
He's
was
like, there was
drinking
some
the
like,
tequila.
I was trying to do like a reverse can opener, but I couldn't. But now I can. There was some
Yeah.
stuff last year I couldn't do. He's not even counting the season anymore. He's like, when we win again, I was gonna do a McTwist,
Yeah.
and I wasn't able to do it this year.
I could barely keep up with Gronk on the dance floor out there. I needed to get this knee scoped.
Well, maybe he's talking about that 18th game this year.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to be what, 44, 43?
Something ridiculous.
He's going to have to
That's
be
crazy.
playing 18 of those bad boys.
Yeah.
Do you think Tom Brady
Well-
had a midlife crisis, or is having one
No.
at all?
No.
I think
maybe
he's
when he
lived-
retires.
He's probably lived such a fulfilling life to this point. He would be happy if he died right now.
Do you think he's gonna like Marshawn Lynch? He's gonna retire for a couple of years and then it's like randomly gonna pop back in and like win a couple games for him?
No,
The
once
Patriots
Tom
need
Brady's done, he's done. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Do you think his child will play football?
No, his child's gonna be like a TikTok star or something.
His child's
He's
gonna
just
be
like 61.
his
trying to throw
child's
the
gonna
ball.
be a frail combination of him and Giselle. And it's gonna have like modeling joints and stuff. It's gonna be
Just like
getting
baby
snapped
giraffe
up.
walking.
Yeah.
But either way,
Well.
that's enough about Tom Brady. But from GOAT to boat, Aaron Rodgers wasn't at the Green Bay Packers OTAs, but you know who was? It was Blake Bortles, and he was slinging the rock into a net real quick and fast and looking spry as ever.
Wearing number 9, I see.
Yeah.
That was my
Um,
number.
Is this technically a QB competition between Bortles and Jordan Love?
I don't think Matt LaFleur would come out and say that, but I think it probably is.
He's
How
probably-
hilarious would that be that Blake Bortles is the one to get Aaron Rodgers out? They're like, you know what? We do like this guy. You're cut,
Oh,
Aaron.
man.
Well, Blake is like, he's got some stuff in his toolbox. He has like the highest rushing yards per average for quarterback rush in the NFL ever or something like that.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see him get into a game.
I mean, he's very similar to like Josh Allen and his like they're both huge. He had wheels. Like when they made it to the AFC Championship game, he was running all over the place.
He still has wheels.
Yeah.
And now he's tossing to his boy Mercedes Lewis.
How's his hairline looking?
It's actually fixed. I think he has hair now. Yeah.
He got the LeBron James treatment.
I think it's better than LeBron James because even
Nice.
that's never made sense to me. Like, how is LeBron James so rich and famous, but his hair still looks like shit?
So
Maybe. But I didn't see anything else in the Twitterverse. So do you guys want to get into this week's edition of Tebow Tales?
well, I mean, there is the other Deshaun Watson speculation that supposedly,
yeah.
Go for it, Jake.
as per former teammate whose name is escaping me now, said he was talking to Deshaun Watson.
It was
Personally.
Kareem Jackson. He's on the Broncos right now as a safety.
Yeah.
They played together in Houston.
Yeah, says he's talking to him, and he's like, "Bro, I want to come to Denver." So, might not be out of their own possibility. If there was Aaron Rodgers rumors, then maybe they are kind of still looking for a quarterback, and maybe Deshaun Watson pops into the old Mile High City. Out of this sunlight, it's blinding me.
Yeah, don't. For all of our viewers, this is a fun old story about Jake. He used to like staring into the sun.
When I was very young, when I was like really little, probably like not really little, but like young, like sub 7 years, 7 or 8, I would just like, I'll just stare at the sun, see how long I can look at it. And it's like in the car when I was bored, I was in the back seat just looking at the sun. And you close your eyes and there's like the orb just like right there, and you're like, yeah, I'm blind right now.
There's like tears strolling out of your eyes.
I'm like, I'm going for the record.
You're not gonna make it.
Yep. Jake had an interesting childhood.
We had Chad Ochocinco boxing in the Logan Paul.
Yeah, that
fight.
was cool. That should probably be talked about.
That one slipped my feed.
Yeah. Yeah, Chad Ochocinco, he got in there. He boxed some. I don't even know if this other guy was a real boxer or not, but Ochocinco did good, but he did get knocked down, and the camera got that like one picture where the guy's towering over him and Chad's like on the ground looking looking like a bitch. And so there was a bad picture taken, but he did good overall.
Just from watching those two fights, it probably seems like Logan Paul could beat Chad Ochocinco in a boxing match.
Oh,
I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
He went 8 fake rounds with Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. I mean,
See, I just want to
fake
start seeing.
rounds.
I want to start seeing real celebrity deathmatch style shit. Just like straight up celebrities. Like no one has any boxing experience. Just the most random matchups.
Tom Hanks and
Tom.
Hathaway.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh man.
It would be
Austin,
a
were
gender
you also
fluid
gonna
league.
take Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Oh man.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Or like The Rock and Emma Stone. Like that'd be crazy.
Emma got hands, bro. She's
For real, she just fucks him up.
Jake, you should just get really good at like After Effects so you can just make that.
Yeah. You can
Just
just
make a new
deep fake-
celebrity deathmatch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you could deep fake.
you could
all
do
that
it.
Deep
stuff.
fake it. Yeah, that would be cool. Just get some like Thai kickboxing matches and deep fake
Yeah.
faces on them.
These little Taiwanese guys with the fucking rocks head.
Yeah,
on it.
cut this part out too. We don't want to get Lin-Manuel Miranda here.
True.
Now,
any way I can associate myself with Lin-Manuel Miranda, I absolutely will, because that man is a genius.
Wow.
Yeah.
this isn't.
I don't know if you
This
guys saw,
isn't-
but Hunter's heart is shattered right there.
We watched
isn't
In the
really
Heights last
a-
night, and Hunter actually wept because of how beautiful it was.
You wept.
Yeah.
None of
Wow.
those things are true. We watched an 8-minute preview and I said the whole thing was stupid the whole time. So now that we're in our segment Tebow Tales, I think this rivals any Packers merchandise we've ever seen on the show.
I don't know. Aaron Rodgers' wooden head was pretty awesome.
Aaron Rodgers' tiki head was awesome, but I don't think it had the detail that this $50 Tim Tebow bobblehead has. He's got like such a hard part in the hair. His jawline is so sculpted, and it's got that cool Jaguar on the bottom. All this for a dude who probably won't be on the team in the regular season. Like, I just think that's crazy.
Here's my thing. If you pop that head off, you can't tell who that is.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that's Tim Tebow.
You can't tell that
Yeah.
with any
Like-
bobblehead. That's a dumb argument.
Give me a Shaq bobblehead. Got it.
Yeah.
Give me
What?
a bronze bobblehead. Yeah.
Because he's wearing a jersey that says LeBron on it. You
Hunter,
turn
I
that
have a
around, it says
Chewbacca
Tebow.
bobblehead right here, and if I showed it to you, only the head, you would know who it is.
If you gave me a Steve Buscemi bobblehead, I would know exactly who it is.
If you got the head part, not the body, no, you wouldn't.
Yeah, no, I'm saying the head.
Oh,
Pop the head off and just look at the head. You won't know who it is.
You'd think that's
you're
some
telling
guy
me
from
if
The
you popped the head
Bachelorette.
off of that, you wouldn't know that that was Tim Tebow? Like if you only saw the head,
Yeah,
I would
absolutely
not,
not. No.
No.
you
It looks like a
haven't
generic
seen-
white guy.
You haven't seen a picture of Tim
Does
Tebow
he?
recently.
Is he really lined up like that right
Look
now?
up a recent picture of Tim Tebow.
Why'd they go so high with the line?
Because that's what his hair looks like.
And what if he decides to grow his hair out this season? In 2 months, it's going to be irrelevant.
And they'll
Who
make
is that guy?
another one.
They're going to
Oh,
make
yeah,
another.
he's
What,
lined up.
what budget does Foco have to be whipping out bobbleheads left and right?
Oh, this is Foco, not Funko.
Yeah, no. This is knockoff.
Do you
Now, I
think
would be
there's
able to
a-
tell a Funko Pop character of Tim Tebow. I could definitely tell that.
Have you guys
Jake-
seen the pictures of when he got hazed on the Broncos?
No.
Look at this
Mm-mm.
picture I just inserted underneath the Tebow tails.
Oh my god.
Is
That
this
is
re-
crazy.
this is real? I think.
Wait, no.
Ahead of that.
Didn't he do that by choice?
Mm,
I
They-
vaguely
It was a
remember
rookie
this.
haircut. They're like, "Oh, you're the
Oh,
first
okay,
round
okay.
pick. You want to be a
See-
member of this team?"
I would definitely try to like tan up that top part.
Oh yeah. I mean, when you get shaved up on the spot there, Jake, you don't have much time to get that thing.
Yeah, I mean he's
Get some
lined up pretty
color on
good.
it.
Jake, do you think any company has ever made a Rob Schneider as a carrot bobblehead?
No, that would be awesome though. Rob Schneider is a carrot.
Yeah, that would be cool. All right. Well,
This
I guess
picture's
that's
crazy.
enough for Tebow.
And his
Tales.
shoulder pads are fucking massive.
It was like
I don't know if maybe
2009
because he's like sitting
or
weird.
something. I'm not convinced that that picture's real.
The
I
one
don't
of
know.
Tim Tebow.
Yeah, with the hair. I think you
I
should.
mean,
His
there's
face
an-
looks way too serious in that moment
Hunter,
to have that
there's
hair.
an
No, I
entire
think he's
video of him
listening.
getting his hair cut. Here, I put another one in. Do you see the other one?
Not yet. Oh,
Mm,
that doesn't
Yeah,
even look
okay.
like Tim Tebow.
It definitely does. Looks like he's
Austin, I
eating
think
some type of
I
Cheetos.
think that's fake news, dude.
I think that's real news.
I
Did you
popped
get
in
this
even-
from
I
Emma
I
popped
think
in-
that's
MSNBC?
breaking news.
I
Yeah,
popped in
this is
another one where he's just pregame stretching.
So you think someone's that committed to the deep fake? They're just like, we had to make hundreds.
I don't know. Unless you can find me a certified Getty image of him with that haircut, I don't know if I can believe it. Or one from the
Certified Getty.
Associated Press.
You can find me a picture from one news network. That's the only news I can believe.
That one's from BleacherReport.com.
Yeah, which is just a news aggregator who probably took it from CBS.
This
Fake
other
news.
one's from ESPN. One of them's from TMZ.
TMZ,
Ooh.
fakest news of all time.
They
TMZ
broke the
gets the
Michael
real
Jackson
scoops.
story.
Yeah. Come on, Hunter.
I don't know.
Another
think
one of
that's
these
like-
is from fantasyknuckleheads.com. So I will.
See,
Now that's
nobody-
reliable
Nobody
source.
trusts fantasy knuckleheads.
Well,
dude.
that was
Or
way down. I
knucklehead.
just scrolled down.
Well, I mean, like, I give them respect for admitting that they are knuckleheads. Their
Yeah.
honesty now increases their credibility.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think fantasy knuckleheads are a bunch of shitters. But the whoopsie of the week this week, I didn't really know of any whoopsies, so I gave it to the 30 teams in the NFL that missed out on Julio.
Yeah. I mean, you did put Quintorez, but
I did, but I didn't know if the fans would understand that.
yeah, Julio's real name is Quintorez Lopez Jones.
Yeah.
For the fans to know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And I
30
said-
teams.
to Migo.
I said 30 because I didn't count the Falcons or the Titans. So-
Yeah. The
That's what
Falcons
I
missed out
deduced.
too.
But yeah, so that's the whoopsie. Are you ready for your game, Jake?
Yeah, let's pop into it. Easy game this week.
You guys don't even have Huffy in there.
Yeah, Huffy will go first. Relax. So, fun game of the week is top 3 things at or about a tailgate. It's warm, gonna be tailgating pretty soon. So, what's your
Next
top
week,
number 3?
can we do top 3 worst things?
Next week? Sure, yeah.
Because
Why
I feel
not?
like there's a lot more worse things than best things.
See,
I don't
some
know
might
about that.
consider this a worse thing, but I consider it a great thing. Is how often adults will swear and use vulgar language around small children that they would never otherwise swear around,
Oh,
and
yeah.
just use incredibly vulgar language and say horrible things about people with like their 4-year-old daughter on their like neck holding them while they're in line
It's a
calling
free
someone
for
a
all.
fucking pussy. Yeah,
That is such a well thought out answer.
thank you.
That's so fantastic.
Yeah, real nice one to kick it off, Huggy. All right,
Jesus.
Jake, you're up.
Are you okay?
Yeah,
Down the wrong pipe.
I got like an air bubble.
So my number 3 favorite thing is the like banding together for like public scrutiny. Like in the case of Casey like dropping his beer because he was wearing the opposing team's jersey, everybody banded together and was like, "Hey, fuck that guy." And I mean that like unwavering commitment to each other that like we're all on the same team today. No matter what. Like there could be serial killers in the crowd and everyone's just like, I'm looking out for that guy.
Or like
It
when
makes you
go to-
understand how gangs work because they just look at each other's colors and go, "Yeah, fuck that guy."
Exactly. That is NFL fandom is exactly like gangs. I've heard that many, many times.
like when you go to Cleveland and get barked at.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, the Dog Pound is one of the more ruthless gangs. They're like the MS-13 of the NFL.
Los Diablos.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my number 3 is pretty classic. It's just cooking out, you know? Somebody's cooking. Somebody brought like a grill. Maybe it's in the shape of a football. But maybe even more so than the cookout. I feel like my third favorite thing is like the one guy in every group who's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna cook this stuff," and he just stands there and he's grilling all day and he doesn't leave.
The pitmaster.
Yeah, so I'll go with cookout pitmaster.
Yeah. The
Pitmaster
pitmaster.
General.
Yeah, for real. And I mean, it's such like it feels whenever you become the pitmaster, it's like not really that big of a deal, but you feel like you're really doing God's work. It's like, no, you guys have fun.
Well-
I gotta man this.
You feel like you're doing a service.
Yeah, like you feel like a veteran.
How you want your burger?
Yeah. When someone says, "Hey, no cheese," like, "Ah, you're getting cheese." Okay.
So number 3 on my list, I'd say, is pretty similar to Jake's. I'd say, haggling the opposing fans. And anytime I've gone to a Bills game where we play the Patriots or the Jets, I just see a whole lot of real tomfoolery in the parking lot, to be quite honest with you. I saw one guy who was a Bills fan and he was wearing a Tom Brady jersey and he was just having people squirt shit on him and like pour beers on him and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I also saw Timmy blackout drunk trying to fight like 5 New York Jets fans. And
Jesus.
it's just, you feel like you're really in the trenches when you're at a Buffalo Bills tailgate.
Real tradition.
Yeah.
And it's just in like a parking lot too.
Oh yeah.
And
Bunch
for
of
how big that parking
lots.
lot is, like you can't even see the end of it. So you're just like, I'm in like a Mad Max wasteland.
Yeah, the
Mm.
Ralph is pretty much a stadium surrounded by numerous parking lots. Just a sea of
Concrete.
parking lot. Yeah.
Yeah. And that place is fun.
Oh, I like the sexy pitmaster there, Travis Hunter.
Thanks. I wanted to find like the images that really sold
See,
what I was talking about.
Now that's a crazy pitmaster technique. Stand the same
On the
direction as the
other
grill
side.
is and on the side.
Well, see, I
Doing
don't know
like
if
the
she's
reach around grill
pitmaster.
method.
I don't know if she is the pitmaster because
see,
she
that's
has a
the thing,
plate that she's putting stuff on.
If that's the case, then whoever is the pitmaster isn't doing their job. Because you don't just let anybody grab the tongs and pull the meat off of the grill.
But
Like you put
have
it
you
on a
peeped
plate and then
those-
like, okay.
Jake, have you peeped those watermelon slices on the tailgate? Looks like a party you'd be into.
Oh, I
Oh,
love
peeped some
watermelon.
melons for sure.
That's why I said
Yeah.
you'd be into it.
I
like the 3
I've eaten
bros in the
watermelon until I've thrown
background
up
just
before.
shooting the shit.
Yeah. And what if I told you that the 3 bros in the background foreshadow my number 2 that I'll wait for the 2 people before me to go to?
Yeah, Huffy, give us your number 3 or number 2.
My number 2 is that when you go to a tailgate, it's like you're playing a quick mini game of how belligerently drunk can I get, yet still gain entrance into the stadium. And it seems like that's a game 70,000 people are playing.
Especially at the Bill Stadium.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like Wegmans is just getting giant shipments of Coors and Busch in, and they're like, we can't get rid of this stuff. It's all coming in.
They get the Zubaz. What's
man.
that can? The one that
Oh,
Bills
the-
always-
The koozies.
yeah, they got the Zubaz stuff all around.
Yeah.
Singing it.
Yeah.
man.
Jake almost got past that point. He didn't know
Almost.
how to get
We
to
were
the seat.
close. And then just persevere. Jake's the one bringing the Lost Boys back to the crib.
Mm.
I mean, to the car. I didn't drive, clearly. That would have been extraordinarily illegal. So my number 2 is the fact that although it's not an all-day thing, it's your whole entire day. Like you don't do something else and go to a game or and go to a tailgate because like it's
What if the
typically a little
game's
bit.
at What if it's at 1 p.m. and you get home at 7?
Best thing, if you're tailgating, like you're not gonna do shit when you get home. You're gonna eat and pass out.
Yeah.
And that's just like, wow, you don't get many of those anymore.
All right. My turn.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, like I said, little inception going on here. If you look at the 3 guys in the back, my second favorite thing by far about tailgating is just having a catch with the boys. Nothing better. You bring a football on the way and you're about to go into a game where dudes are getting paid millions of dollars to do what you're doing. And you're pretending you're a wide receiver. Somebody's pretending they're a quarterback and you're just calling plays out and you're doing crazy stuff and in the parking lot. And it's just fun.
That third guy can be a corner and guard that wide receiver too.
Yeah.
So you mean literally playing catch?
Yeah. Having a catch
Okay.
with the boys.
Okay. I thought you meant like
Now-
chopping it up with the boys.
Hunter's talking about having a catch with the boys. I'm going to go ahead with tossing the skin to the bros.
Okay.
Because while it's fun to get blackout drunk and run routes in your jeans with your beer belly hanging out and try to catch these balls, it's even better to not move at all, stand next to the grill and just chuck the skin all day long. Perfect spiral every time while you're drinking a beer and maybe sneaking a dog off the grill or two, you know.
You guys are going to have to find a separate picture because Austin and I are definitely different things.
I think maybe like the movie The Room, how they kind of just stand there and just like toss the football like 3 feet away
Yeah.
from each other.
That would be a good picture for Austin's thing, for sure.
It's like literally they're right next to each other, and it's like, hey, what's up? And having
Definitely don't use my picture
invigorating
of the
dialogue.
joyous child having the best day of his life.
Yeah, kid looks scrandy as all hell.
He's high pointing that like Julio. I would say that my number one is a absolute American pastime, and that is just watching grown men fight. Whether it's inside the stadium, outside the stadium, there's nothing better than watching someone get thrown into a dumpster outside the stadium, or being in the game and watching the Yellow Jackets run to try and break up a fight in some section, and all of a sudden it starts over there and you're just seeing hands getting thrown. Because in any other sector of society, it's, oh my God, what's going on? How can I help? But here it's like, yeah, beat the shit out of him.
All rules are off, Huff.
Oh, is he wearing a Jets? Yeah, get him.
Huffy, in your list, I called that man fights for you.
Good. I'm glad. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So what would my number one be? I'm trying to throw a different one.
You don't already know?
This is strictly based on feeling list, so I have
It's
to
an
do it.
improv list? That's
Um,
nice.
I appreciate that because that means it's all
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't want to be like, oh, food, drinks, air, like, you know. So,
You're Jake, you're like the Juice World of freestyle fun lists.
for real. Okay,
He's
so
like, the number one is the national anthem.
getting able to respect my country. So I think number one, best thing about the tailgates, I think seeing the honeys dressed up in the sports gear. Because an attractive lady in the sports gear is a different kind of attractive. Like, it's not a club, like, oh my God, it's just like, they got the hoodie and the jersey on over tops. And it's like, women
Jake,
appreciating sports is super attractive. So it's just like, right on.
If you're going that far, why not just go all the way and say seeing ladies get fucked in the Bills parking lot?
Getting topped off for a Kiko Alonso jersey.
I guess
2 years ago.
in a specific sense, sure. But yeah,
Okay.
seeing the ladies in the sports gear is fun. It's a very real look, which is cool.
All right. Jake's shouting out the ladies. We love to see it. All right. So my number one. Let's check the old photos. I don't know what I'm going to call this one, but every team has something. The Bills Mafia, they jump into the tables. They do the ketchup and mustard stuff. Every team has something. Jaguars fans jump into mayonnaise when they play the Titans because they're a bunch of mayonnaise eaters. So I'm just going to
Very
say
specific.
traditional fan shenanigans. Because like I said, there's always something. Every team has them, and it goes along with what you guys were talking about with just the bonding and the team nature.
Could that also be shenanigal fan traditions? Some
not.
hit, some don't. Some hit, some don't.
Yeah, probably not. Just because
When I speak like a fucking.
I
Asian
love
poop.
that photo. I love that photo.
But yeah, as you guys can see, the photo I added is from a while back when the Jaguars were
person
playing
in
the
there?
Titans. No,
What
it's
is
just
that?
filled with mayonnaise. I
What's
think there's
the
like a
black
beach
thing?
ball in there, maybe, or
Oh,
a
beach
pillow.
ball. Okay, I thought that was somebody already submerged in the mayonnaise.
But what you may not have noticed is the guy with tape over his nipples. Hopefully there's toothpaste under there, but he is wearing a Batman cowl.
Nice.
That's
Yeah,
sweet,
so
dude.
he just fully, tummy slams into the mayo.
Is that a shooter sleeve?
Looks like it.
Or a prosthetic arm.
Yeah, and another thing I like about this
You got
picture
a
is in the
hook.
trash can next to the kiddie pool, you can see all the tubs of
Giant.
mayonnaise they went through.
The giant jugs of mayo.
Someone
Wow.
dips their burger in the pool.
Oh, that's so
And if
No,
that's
no
in
way.
Tennessee or Florida, either way, that dude is gonna have a bad 4 hours watching the
Yeah.
game covered in mayonnaise, just getting
His
hot
crevices.
outside. He's gonna get a nice tan though, I'll tell you that. But yeah, that's my number one, traditional fan shenanigans.
My number one. Oh man. I mean, there's a couple on here, but I'd say my number one would probably be trying to nonchalantly get in the background of ESPN Game Day.
Nice.
So you can get on
Yeah,
TV
that's a really good one.
and be seen by
Yeah.
all your bros that know you're at the game. But
Yeah,
That's a good one.
that's really good.
yeah, it's just if you see ESPN Game Day, you gotta try to get in the background.
See, and it sucks because the
Messed
cameras
up
are always
Kurt
so
Warner.
high that like you can't be like way in the background. So you couldn't just like
No.
get an open area in the back and be like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good
Yeah,
luck
you gotta
finding a
get
picture for that one.
Sometimes you get a good sign or something. And
Good
someone sees
sign.
it.
That's a good one. Seeing everybody's signs. Or having
And-
having people approach you, see if you want tickets for the game, and you're like, bro, I already have tickets. Like, why do you think I'm here?
Austin, I think for your number 3, you might want hassling the opposing fans. You have haggling them. I don't know that you're trying to like get
Ask
them to
for
go with better
change.
prices for things.
Yeah.
or heckling might be
Yeah,
what you're looking
heckling,
for.
hassling. But haggling is, a bartering tactic.
yeah.
Well, I mean, unless it is the guy who's trying to give you the ticket to go into the game,
Yeah,
then
maybe
then
you
you can
Maybe
haggle
you're
with them.
scalping tickets.
Yeah.
But everything about a tailgate,
um,
scalping tickets.
I think that's it for the game. Good game,
Oh,
as
yeah.
always. Everybody's favorite segment. But I know Huffy's excited for this one. I hope he voted in it. This is what? What are we in the?
This
The
is the second
quarterfinal?
round. No, the quarterfinals are next.
You sure about that?
Yes.
I think next would be the
Scroll
semifinal.
all the way down. You'll see the bracket where after we tell these people the results. So we're on the
Yeah.
second row. We are round 2.
Oh.
Those are next week's matchups.
So I am right. This is the quarterfinals. Next week is the semifinal.
No.
Next
Right
week
now-
is the semifinal.
Right now, there are 8 matchups. In the quarterfinals, there will be 4. In the semifinals, there will be 2 separate matchups. And in the finals, there will be 1 matchup. So these are the octo finals.
The quarterfinal.
Yeah, Jake, it's the quarterfinal.
Quarterfinal has 8, semifinal has 4, and then championship round has 2.
No, not people, matchups. Pairs.
Oh.
Right now, there are 16 people we're about to
Pairs.
see.
Oh, okay.
There are 8 matchups between 16 people.
So the octofinals.
Yes. Good God.
I think there should be
Pennsylvania education.
The show is fucking incredible.
either way. The results are in from last week. First matchup, we got Steelers offensive tackle Zach Banner versus San Francisco 49ers running back JaMychal Hasty. This was close.
I think the red
47
person won.
53. I do as well. JaMychal Hasty won this. I think Zach Banner's been hanging around for way too long. I think he's been staying around for Steelers love because I think his hair's kind of shitty.
2
Yeah.
Tell me
rounds
he
is
had
too
a-
long.
He had some
Hasty
It
won
is.
by a
great
narrow
matchups.
margin. We have been getting reports of Steelers fans stuffing the ballot boxes.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
We've
Are
had
you
a
telling
couple
me bad
mail-ins.
Chad?
Yeah.
Some bad
Let's
Chad
see.
is fucking these
He
results.
beat Desmond Trufant last round. No way he should have beaten Desmond Trufant.
Yeah, he hung around a little longer than he should have.
Listen, he had 2 cupcake matchups, but they finally met the grindstone and he got kicked
Yeah.
out. Jermichael
Yeah.
Hasty deserves to move on.
Definitely.
Moving on. This is surprising. We got a heavy hitter, a star power, big name involved. We have Odell Beckham Jr. versus newly appointed Bengals cornerback Trey Waynes. Results came out 60-40 in favor of Trey Waynes.
Trey Waynes.
That makes me
Yeah.
happy.
And
also
this
agree.
also might be some Steelers bias just because they don't like the Browns. They're
Yeah,
shooting them down.
Could be.
and
Or-
the Steelers are a bunch of stinkers,
Or,
and they're mad.
or it could just be people who appreciate good hair.
Yeah. Trey Waynes does have some sick dreads.
And Odell used to be cool. I don't think he's cool anymore.
Ooh, this next one. Oh man.
Yeah, the next one, also happy with how it ended up.
Yeah, linebacker Alex Anzalone versus running back Melvin Gordon. And unfortunately, Anzalone took the L on this one to Mr. Gordon in a 60-40 landslide.
I don't think this is an unfortunate one at all. This is what I would have gone with.
I mean, look at those golden locks, Hunter.
I think
I'm not
he's
gonna
missing
lie.
the volume to be able to really be a true champion. I'm happy Melvin kicked him out.
And the curb
Yeah.
appeal. Like there's nothing too
Melvin's just
special
got
about it.
Melvin's got the cool beehive thing going on.
Yeah.
And the white strand.
I just think it's way more unique than just classic white dude blonde hair.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
But if Austin thinks that was a landslide, this is like a Stevie
Yeah.
Nicks landslide.
Oh, geez. Whew.
So maybe we have another guy who's been sticking around a little too long. I don't know who he was matched up with last round, but he's not really impressive. We have Jets running back Ty Johnson versus Texans cornerback Bradley Roby. We've been a big fan of Bradley Roby the whole bracket. He's
Yeah.
got like his hair looks like ropes that were like dipped in honey or something.
Yeah.
But this one 93-7 Bradley Roby. I don't think anybody's shocked with that one.
Yeah, it's good to see Ty Johnson off the bracket.
Yeah, get him out of there. Get him out of there.
Whew.
We only have room for winners. This was a tough one, and
It doesn't look like it was.
well, let me let you guys in on a little secret. There might have only been 2 votes for Cam Newton because the fantasy gods know I didn't vote for Cole Beasley.
Oh,
So
Hunter
Cam
is a
Newton
rat.
Cam Newton versus Cole Beasley. Cole comes out with this one 87-13%. I think that's a little ridiculous.
you
but
can't
it is
stop
what it
the
is.
flow, dude.
I think Cole
The fans-
Beasley really
Yeah.
benefited from having a beautiful photo of it blowing in the wind.
Yeah, let's see what happens if we get another picture. Maybe we
Oh,
do a
come
pick
on.
refresh in the next
No.
round.
This is
That's
how he
not
entered
fair.
the tournament. This is how he's
No.
gonna finish.
I mean, the fact that he has that kind of picture lends itself to how nice his hair is.
I mean,
I couldn't get a picture like that.
yeah, keep in mind, this is
Period.
not like a photo shoot or something. He didn't do it.
Yeah.
He was just literally getting ready for a game, and someone happened to
Yeah.
snap this.
No,
I'm
he
sure
blissfully
he
took his
just
helmet
had-
off and like flicked his hair back.
But that's the thing. He just had a helmet on.
Yeah.
The helmet is the number one thing that fucks your hair up, even
Yeah.
over a hat.
And the sun is glistening and bouncing off those
It's
golden
just-
locks.
I don't
so
know.
beautiful.
All I know is
Hunter's
like a
jealous.
little
That's what it
Beasley
is.
doesn't
Hunter is just
too much
jealous.
longer.
So
So
did say
in the next-
that Cole Beasley's hair gives him PTSD flashbacks to Ryan Markowitz
True.
winning the superlative for best hair in high school.
Yeah.
I may have
Hunter-
said that. I may not have said that.
You definitely, there's record of it.
I
You're
don't
gonna have
confirm.
to go back, review the tapes, rewind. I don't know, but
We know why you got these transgressions against Cole, Hunter. We know the real
Next
deep
matchup.
causes.
was a close one.
Oh
We
my
have Vita
God.
Vea versus Chase Young. 53% to 47%. We got Jake yawning and shaking his head at the same time. Jake, do you not
Yeah,
agree with this?
Because I'm so tired of this shit.
Yeah.
Hey, you tired of
No,
what?
I mean, I was really hoping Vita Vea would have pulled through with this
Yeah,
one.
I was hoping for Vita.
As much as I like Chase
Really?
Young's hair, I do. This isn't like a, oh, he doesn't deserve it, because he does, and it's just like, you just hate to see it happen.
Wow, the supervillain takes the L. Vita Vea off
Yeah.
of the list.
I thought
Yeah.
Vita was gonna win the whole thing.
Me personally,
I didn't think that.
I wanted Chase Young to win this one. I think he's got cooler hair.
Maybe it was Hunter's 2 or 3 votes that swung the.
What do you
swung
mean
the
2 or
fray.
3?
You tell me he's got multiple Instagram.
Yeah, Hunter has
accounts.
burners.
Hunter has admitted
Well,
on the past to.
Yeah,
That's
Huffy.
what
So I
several
got my
times.
own personal vote, and then we have the show's vote after I post them.
See,
He's a
here's the
repeat
thing.
offender.
Here's the thing.
No, sometimes
Even
they're
if
different. Like,
e-
Me
no, no,
and
no,
Jake
you-
both just said we liked Vita, but you used the show vote.
see, that's the thing.
for Chase.
Even if the account was ran by somebody else,
Yeah.
one vote from the show shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
yeah, no.
Like,
Because Jake, it's
this
not
would've been
like
a
what would
tie.
we. It's not like what would we collectively think. The show is its own entity. So I do my own.
But you
and
don't
I'm like,
vote on
okay,
your
boo,
own
boo, boo,
polls.
boo,
That's
boo,
like
boo, boo.
liking your own post.
No.
It's like Donald Trump putting in a vote for himself.
Completely different. So I'll do my own, and then I'm like,
When you
okay,
play
this
when you
one's-
play Quiplash, you can't vote on your own answer.
yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
In the
I
end,
just
you
played.
definitely.
No, you can't. I just played 2 days ago.
In the final round, you
Jake just played.
You can't. That's the only one you
Well,
can't
I
choose
just-
is your own.
I just did these polls, and the show, it's the will of the show.
Wow.
Next matchup, that's just how it goes, Jake. Sorry, it's been this way for a year.
Told you. This is Hunter.
I mean, we used to just straight up override the fans when something happened. Oh man.
Yeah, at least that's not happening.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
if
this-
Trevor Lawrence ever gets knocked out, it might happen, but who knows? So this matchup, we have Trevor Lawrence versus Sammy Watkins, and I thought this would be way closer than it was, but we have Trevor Lawrence winning this one 93-7 over Sammy, and I don't think that's fair to Sammy. I might have even given a show vote to Sammy.
I actually did vote for Sammy.
Yeah,
Wow. Austin was the vote.
when maybe I didn't give a show vote to Sammy. He's only got 7%.
Hunter gave 2 Trevors. Oh man.
There's always like an insider vote or like an academy boost or something, you know. But in the next one, I disagree with this one completely.
This was a tough one.
So I think this one is pure name value, pure star power. People put their blinders on. They didn't look at the pictures because we have DeAndre Hopkins. This isn't even the coolest picture of DeAndre Hopkins' hair. DeAndre Hopkins versus cornerback Harrison Hand. And DeAndre Hopkins came out 80% to Hand's 20%.
I mean, I think
Um,
it's Harry Hand's scruff on the side of his head. I think DeAndre's clean shaven there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus the white background really accentuates the poop on his head.
Now, my whole thing is, I still think it should have went this way. I think DeAndre Hopkins should have won, but I don't think the spread should have been that aggressive.
Yeah, it was pretty.
I look forward to
Yeah,
next
I
week's
mean,
matchup
there's-
of Trevor and DeAndre.
There's a
Yeah.
legitimate chance that Harrison Hand only got 2 votes.
Hunter. Oh, here we
God
go.
damn it. See, Hunter's like, integrity. No one has integrity.
Integrity.
What do you mean?
Why
Our
should
show's
I?
full of integrity. That was the will of the fans for this poll, and that's how it went.
Okay, so
There are more
next-
fans than me and the show.
True.
So
So next week's matchup, we have Jamichael Hasty versus Trey Waynes.
yep.
Then Melvin Gordon
So is
versus
this gonna be the semifinal?
where we at? Bradley Roby.
Is the next one
and-
the semifinal?
The next one's the quarter. I'm announcing the quarter right now. Then Cole Beasley and Chase Young. And then we
Oh,
have
thank God.
Trevor Lawrence and DeAndre Hopkins.
Jake,
for the
did you
quarterfinals.
intentionally try and match Trevor to somebody who he's gonna lose from?
I mean, I think Trevor.
Nothing
deserves
about.
to-
See, I don't fix things, Hunter, like you do.
I don't know. Jake. You're the list graphic maker over here. I think you planned
Yeah.
out where all these go.
And I
You didn't
have
like Chase
integrity.
Young. You didn't like Chase Young. You pit him up against fucking Cole Beasley, dude.
I didn't even think he was gonna beat Vita Vea.
Cole Beasley is the golden child. You're mad that Vita Vea gets beat. You put Chase
See-
Young against an unbeatable opponent.
See, this is the thing with Hunter. He is so used to fixing things himself. He's
Yeah.
like, no game is fair. There's always some. Whoever's in charge is definitely fucking with it.
No, I'm just saying, if you accuse me of things that are way out in the open and totally fine and acceptable to do, so I'm gonna accuse you of shady deals.
Well, I think Jake was just going for the Clemson connection. You know, Trevor,
Yeah.
DeAndre.
I was literally
Yeah.
going like this. Not look, grab a picture from the folder, grab a picture from the folder. Oh, that's the first matchup. Grab another picture from the folder. And that's the next matchup.
So it looks like even matchups across the board to me.
You think there's anything to the?
We've
color
had
of the
a
spread?
live fan here this whole time.
Oh.
Nice.
Echo's been
Just
lurking.
Monaco standing in the doorway.
Live audience.
But yeah, that's it for this one. Huffy, thanks for coming along.
Yeah, thanks, Elf.
Absolutely, no problem.
I hope you
Hope,
vote in the next poll when they go up.
Yeah, I hope you spread the word once you get to Florida's campus.
Yeah, I look
Yeah.
forward to perhaps rocking some of the merch ideas that you have, because I would really
I mean,
like
we
to
have
enhance
plenty.
the
We have
vibe
plenty.
shirt.
Now, Huff,
Enhance
out
the
of
vibe is a
all
good
these
one.
shirts, which one? Give me a top 2 you would purchase. And wear
Enhance
around
the
Florida.
vibe. I'll give you a top 3, and it is the top 3. Enhance the vibe, hot BFF injection, and my favorite. Where'd you get that meat? That
Oh,
is my
okay.
favorite.
All right, so
I love
You
the
don't
coaches
know-
aren't doctors still.
I still love Coaches Aren't Doctors. I don't mind the
I like
meat skin with the tits.
Bros before pros. I think that's really good.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
And why
I
is
just
it?
punched the door. He's like,
Why do we have the number 4 for 4 in there? Why don't we just have the word before? Who
don't-
wrote that?
I didn't write that.
it's not me. He just
Had to
fucking
be
Trench,
one
that
of
asshole.
That
Trench
was
just pulled a
stupid.
silly right
Who
at the
ever-
end.
I think Chasing Cheeks is funny.
Yeah, Chasing Cheeks is good. It should
And the
have, like,
funniest
Chase Young
name
busting
clearly
through.
is bull meat skin shirt with tits, because that's just fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It sounds so nasty.
Oh, that's so
That one's
funny.
going to be hard to get off the ground. I do think with that one, though, we should have like a little chocolate trail that was like stuck under a boob or
Or like
something.
a Reese's cup just kind of poking through.
Yeah.
Like
All
it's
right,
something
I'm
stuck
letting the live
between.
audience in studio now. They're really punching at the glass. Hello. Oh, he's
Wow.
coming over to say what's
Okay.
up.
They seem pretty upset about the polls and the shadowy
Yeah.
stuff that's going
Yeah.
on.
Jake, if you want to get in on this action, you can make Echo an Instagram account. He can follow it. And he can vote in the polls.
All
about
right,
that.
so we have 36 subscribers. Half are dogs and cats, but they
Jake,
need YouTube too.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't
When-
trying.
when YouTube asks, "Is this made for children?" you click yes or no. It's gonna be, "Is this made for animals?" When you say yes.
What if we got famous off our animal following?
Jake,
Everyone has
you should-
a dog Instagram.
See, I could
You
put a
should
pad on
become-
the floor, right? So it's like a little like Raspberry Pi style thing, and there's like and subscribe button. That's all there is. And so Echo
Yeah.
can walk up and be like, subscribe, and he's a
Oh.
user. He's a user.
Do that. We'll put that in on the video.
I mean,
at
he
the
already
end.
watches landscaping videos. He loves that.
Can you make some close-up Echo with a wide-angle lens?
Nice. We'll make that the thumbnail.
None of the things I asked you for.
Wow, what if you look
All
at
right. Well,
that?
that's fine. Find us on YouTube where you found us. Find us on Bro Football Focus find us on Instagram at Bro Football Focus, at Bro Football Focus. Find us on Twitter at Bro Football Focus with 1 L. But until next time, including Echo, maybe Huffy, who knows, because we're a Thursday show now for a while, but we'll see you next time. Huffy, wave. You don't namaste here.
I'm
Okay.
out.
This is America.